Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Buying silver will make you rich and wealthy. I'm going to explain several different reasons why silver has so much potential to benefit your portfolio, why it's the perfect investment, and why prices are going to explode. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new because I do post daily videos. Now, silver stacking comes in many different shapes, sizes, and variations. There's a very diverse selection of silver out there, whether it's, quick flipping, whether it's long-term stacking, whether you're more the collector side, you just buy bullion for silver and its content. There's no wrong way to stack silver, but you can make more money stacking certain types of ways. So not only am I going to explain why silver is so beneficial, but also the most productive or the most successful ways, the easiest ways to get money or make money quick. So with that said, the first thing I want to talk about is why silver and not gold. A lot of people come into this stereotype that gold is king, gold is where all the money is at. That's not necessarily true. Silver has a lot of potential compared to gold, and the first tool that you can use, or I'm going to explain, is the gold to silver ratio. This explains how many ounces of silver it takes to equal 1 ounce of gold, and right now the ratio is around 112 to 1. Now silver only comes out of the ground 8 to 1 compared to gold, so you would think the ratio would be around 8 to 1, right? Because silver is used just as much as gold is. There's nothing that makes gold more valuable than it, other than the spot price attached to it. So the ratio shows that silver is extremely undervalued, or that gold is extremely overvalued. So right now silver is the better purchase. It's the smarter investment. The smarter investment right now with the most potential. Now silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. So it's used in everything. It's used in everything. Anything you can think of to watch this video, to take a picture in the medical world, silver has a part in it, and it would not function without silver. So silver is widely used, which means the demand is high. And silver catches a lot of people's attentions once the price goes up. The demand goes up more because more people are trying to get into this market to make some money, and they're seeing that it's valuable, especially since it's a safe haven asset and it's used in times of economic turmoil or crisis. It's a perfect hedge against inflation as the dollar is depreciating in value. So that's why silver is used so much, or that's why people like silver compared to gold, is because there's more potential with it. There's a better chance that silver is going to appreciate and skyrocket up to astronomical prices to make the most money compared to gold. Gold might appreciate 30%, silver could be appreciating 75 to 80% because silver is more volatile. Silver hits higher highs and lower lows. It's more volatile, which means there's more opportunity there. So if you're looking for something just safe to stick in, gold could be an alternative. It's a great way to store a large amount of money in a small area. You can fit $100,000 of gold in a shoebox. You cannot do that with silver. So storage is a problem that if you are spending a lot of money, or if you're investing heavily, you might want to look into diversifying into gold, but silver is definitely one that I recommend. Now, there's different types of ways to invest into silver. You can even do the paper side of it, which are ETFs, standing for exchange traded funds, if you want to invest into it kind of like the stock markets. Now, physical markets the physical gold and silver compared to the paper side of it is essentially the same market, but if you can't hold it, you don't own it. And that's why I always recommend buying the physical coins themselves. And it's also beneficial because you get to hold it in your hands. You get to touch the coins with your bare hands, depending on the type of coin, obviously, but it's very, very satisfying to be able to own your own silver and store it and be able to take it out and know that you're in complete control of your wealth, as apart from letting it sit in some vault not knowing if it's really there or not. So it's much smarter to own it yourself, especially if you're a barter or a trader and you're doing it more for SHTF or economic reasons. Then you would definitely want the physical silver and gold, not just keeping it in a vault somewhere across the country or across the world. Now, when I go into stacking strategies, there's several different types, and it definitely depends upon the individual. Not everyone is going to want to stack the same way because everyone has different financial situations. They have different buying time frames, different selling time frames. They have different goals, different exit strategies. So it really does depend. Like what works for me right now might not work for you. Maybe I have more silver than you do. Maybe I have less silver than you do. It really does depend on where you're at. So that's going to take some experience. At first, you're going to make mistakes, but learn from the mistakes. Try to learn from them, make it a opportunity to grow from it, so you never make the mistake again. Now I'm going to be going into some of the stacking strategies. There's the quick flippers, the people that just look at it as numbers. There's no emotional attachment to the coins. They're looking at it strictly as a dollar sign, right? So they're going to be buying these coins, usually high premium silver, which is a premium is whatever amount it is on top of spot price. So if spot price is $20 and you're paying $25 for a coin, there's a $5 premium. Now, high premium silver are coins that have a large premium over spot price, right? So these are coins like your pandas, your kookaburras. Low or quick flippers usually buy high premium silver. They're buying your pandas, your kookaburras, your koalas, coins that are expensive, but in return they appreciate very fast. And trust me, there is some benefit to doing this. Without risk, there is no reward. And these coins do double, triple, quadruple in value over the next 5, 6, 7 years. So it can be very, very profitable to do this, but it is also risky. Like I said, without the reward, there would be no risk. And the risk factor is that if the coin gets scratched or tarnished or smudged, then the premium is gone and you won't be able to sell it for that premium. So if you want to make money fast, I definitely recommend going with kookaburras and pandas and koalas and the Queen's Beast series and the swans and the Krugerrands. There's so many types of coins out there, apart from American Eagles and Maple Leafs that actually make money. And your coins like Maple Leafs and American Eagles, it's interesting because those coins don't have premiums, or they might right now, especially they do because of the given circumstances with the virus, but they're pegged to spot price. So if spot price stays $14 in 10 years from now, you'll only be able to sell those coins for $14, whereas your pandas and kookaburras might be $30, $40, $50 by then. So there is a safety net against spot price if you do invest into high premium silver. Now, a lot of people diversify. They stack a little bit of both. It's the best of both worlds. If you're building a foundation, because as a beginner, I always recommend stacking for the long term or stacking bullion. It's much safer. You don't have to worry about the condition. You can let the coins get scratched, tarnished. You can touch them with your bare hands. You don't have to wear gloves. It's much easier, much simpler, much more convenient. And this is really what is going to allow you to learn the ropes, how to take care of your silver, what types of silver you like, because not everyone likes the same type of silver. There's so much out there. You kind of got to figure out what you like by buying it, and when you hold it in your hand, you'll figure out, oh, I like poured silver, or maybe you like numismatic coins, maybe you like junk silver, maybe you like bars. It really does depend, and that's the cool thing about silver stacking, is because there's so much opportunity, but there's also so many options. So, I do want to recap a little bit because I've talked about a lot. So, silver really is the best investment. It's safe, it's unique. You can diversify into it, apart from stock markets. It's not pegged to the dollar, so there's intrinsic value, meaning there's value within itself, and there's a lot of opportunity, especially apart from gold. Now, when you're looking at stacking, you definitely want to be careful, especially if you are paying some of these premiums. Not every coin is going to appreciate over time. That's something that a lot of people don't realize, that your American Eagles won't appreciate in 10 years unless spot price moves in 10 years. Where your pandas and your kookaburras, those will appreciate in 10 years. So different types of silver definitely do perform better than others given a period of time. And you need to figure out which coins you're safely but insecurely and smartly going to be investing in according to your plan, to your strategy. So, I definitely recommend in the beginning buying bullion, just your standard bullion, lowering your dollar per ounce average, buy as much silver for as you can for as cheap as possible, but also making sure your stack has somewhat of a balance, and also making sure that you're budgeting. Balance and budgeting is extremely important, especially in the beginning, because it's easy to overspend. I know how addicting silver can be, especially in the beginning. You found something new, it's a cool hobby, you see all the YouTubers that have all these hundreds of thousands of ounces, or not hundreds, or thousands of ounces of silver, and you want to catch up to them because you feel like you've missed out for all this time, and you want to build your portfolio. But make sure your budget. You don't want to be starving yourself. You don't want to not be able to feed your kids. You don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck. The end goal is financial freedom, and you still need to be stacking fiat currency on the side as well. It's just as important, if not more important, because that's how you eat and survive. So with that said, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're new, because I do post daily videos. This is Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Peace.